Welcome and good day, everyone. Welcome back to another match for the Unofficial Amiibo Smash League Season 3, powered on the Switch 2. Before I continue, I'd like to remind everyone to support Nintendo and their affiliates, because without them, we wouldn't have the game, let alone the amiibo we're battling it out with today. So let's go ahead and give them our support. Alright, so we are down to the last 4 matches of week 6, and we have a lot of matches that are going to make for some interesting win-loss records in the different groups. Some of which are gonna send people home. Some are gonna send them to the smash-offs. But all right, let's not keep you waiting any longer. Let's introduce our first challenger in this match, coming from the Pokemon group. Here he is, Terry. Now Terry has won 3 matches and lost 2 and is looking to gain his 4th win here in week 6. But so is his opponent, coming from the Alpha group. We have Wolf, who is also looking for that 4th win here in week 6. Alright, these 2 characters will be battling it out on a randomly selected stage, which could give an advantage or disadvantage to one, if not both, characters in this match. Also, each character will be given 4 lives, so they each have a better chance at gaining victory over their opponent. Alright, let's get this match underway and find out. Terry versus Wolf.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, this stage. We'll have one of those robots that comes in and can and will do damage to the challengers. Got a big spot in the middle where there's nothing going on. Characters moving around towards the bottom. This is definitely... These 2 characters are definitely trying to move around a lot, so to try and find a spot where they can have an advantage over their opponents. So they're definitely pacing themselves. This is an important match for both characters. Terry is over 100%. And Terry knocks Wolf out at 128% for the first knockout of the match. Terry's over 140. Managing to stay in there and do some damage to Wolf on that second of his remaining lives. And Wolf knocked Terry out at 179%. Wolf now over 120%. And, Terry knocking Wolf out at 167% after he managed to get Wolf down to that second of 2 remaining lives. Both these characters are fast and, well, reasonably fast, or pretty close to the same speed, I would say. Faster characters that have good hits, good damage. So Oh, looks like that robot thing is coming in. Uh-oh, everybody definitely wants to stay away from that thing. It will attack you and I think indiscriminately, I think is the right word. So, both opponents literally staying on the different sides. I think trying to avoid the middle because they see what's in the middle. So, I think they were doing the smart thing and just trying to stay away from it until it leaves. So, oh, but that does not do very good because it zoomed across the top of the screen, doing damage to both characters, but causing Wolf to be knocked down to his last life. Terry is over 130%. Terry doing some damage to Wolf. Wolf countering back. Terry's now over 150%. And Terry falls out for the second time. Wolf's got a lot of ground to cover if he wants to gain victory over Terry in this match. But Terry's definitely not gonna go easily. If Wolf thinks that he's just gonna hand him a victory, Terry is over 100%. Oh, that robot's coming back in. Watch out, competitors. Wolf trying to juggle Terry a little bit, but Terry manages to knock Wolf out for the final time, gaining the win over Fox. Sorry, not Fox. I meant Wolf. Man, the two characters are so close. You know, between Fox and Wolf and everything, so I do apologize for getting that messed up. Alright, so let's see. So Terry getting the win over Wolf here in this first match in week 6. Alright, match took 5 minutes and 11 seconds with Wolf only getting 2 knockouts against Terry. The damage given by Terry, 508% and 459% for Wolf. 480% damage for Terry and 530% for Wolf. The peak damage for Terry, 179% and 167% for Wolf. Launch distance for Terry, 470 meters and 585 meters for Wolf. The ground time for Terry is 134 seconds and 99 seconds for Wolf. Air time for Terry, 174 seconds and 206 seconds for Wolf. Hit percentage for Terry was in the high range with 48% and 33% for Wolf. Ground attacks for Terry, 52 and 26 for Wolf. Air attacks for Terry is 37 and 92 for Wolf. Smash attacks for Terry is 5 and 20 for Wolf. Yeah, Wolf definitely looks like he had probably more attack. Well, about the same. Well, yeah, Wolf probably had more attacks than Terry, but it definitely was not enough. Wolf had 2 grabs, but none for Terry. 0 throws. Edge grabs for Terry, 19 and 12 for Wolf. Number of projectiles for Terry is 1 and 11 for Wolf. Projectile, yep, okay, I already went over projectiles. It's max launch speed for Terry, 791 kilometers per hour, and 886 kilometers per hour for Wolf. The longest drought time for Terry is 24 seconds, and the longest drought time for Wolf is 37 seconds. Now, those are some huge drought times, but I do recall both characters playing it smart when you had that big robot right smack in the middle of the screen. Oh, man. So, Terry getting the win today over Wolf, and every single victory today is important considering it puts people into even though there's still one more week to go, it still puts people into a very either good or bad position, depending on each match's results moving into week 7. Alright, so with Terry coming out the winner, if anybody liked the content, go ahead and give it a nice thumbs up. It really helps out. If you want to see more content such as this, hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when new content is available. Also, if you decide to leave a comment, do so in a respectful manner, because we want to keep it family friendly after all, so everyone can enjoy. Thank you once again for watching, and have a wonderful day.